Hey guys, it's Doc here, and we've come to the end of the season for X-Men 97. Season 1, Episode 10, Tolerance is Extinction, Part 3. Bastion goes and implements all of his plans to try to put an end to the struggle between humanity and humankind and humanity and mutant kind. Charles Xavier tries to psychically put Magneto back together. And at the end, we have a surprise guest star who will turn out to be a villain, but that's all I'm going to say about that. This show has turned out to be a really excellent return to form. I've seen a lot of videos of different YouTubers, and I'm not going to name them because I enjoy watching their videos, and so I'm not trying to call people out. But I just think it's very strange that a lot of people see an agenda with this show, and I don't see that agenda. Maybe I'm blind to it. I had a friend of mine years ago that I went to go see V for Vendetta in the movie theaters by the Wachowski brothers. And V for Vendetta, of course, was based off of the Alan Moore and David Lloyd title of the same name. And there were a lot of anti-conservative thoughts and policies. Originally with the comic book anti-Margaret Thatcher. In the movie, anti-George Bush Jr. I never saw that. You know why? Because I went to go be entertained. I went to go enjoy the show for what it was. I can remove reality from entertainment. And a lot of people can't do that. And a lot of people see it as the destruction of core values or trying to shove something down another's throat to make them force to be understood. And sometimes I do see that. I have no problem with the gay and lesbian lifestyle. I have a lot of friends and loved ones that are gay or lesbian. I'm straight. I just noticed that a lot more gay and lesbian things are being added to TV shows, movies, things like that, to make that more of an emergent culture. So, as a grown man, if I am offended by such things, whether I am or not, if I choose to not like the show because of that part of the show, it's my right to not watch it. It's my right to turn the channel and watch something else. But as I've been talking about through this entire series, the entire history, the entire story, the entire premise of the X-Men is to become tolerant of those unlike ourselves. I may not choose to watch certain shows because of those political or relationship affiliations. A long time ago, I had a problem once I found out that Robert Kirkman was an atheist. I had a problem continuing to support The Walking Dead because his values and mine do not align. But then I came to realize just because I don't have the same values and don't share the same values doesn't mean that I should stop supporting anybody and everybody just because I don't agree with their values. There's 8 billion people in this world. There's a majority of people that are not going to agree with the values that I hold, and vice versa. So, should I be canceled simply because of the way that I feel, the way that I see things, the way that I interpret my world? No. And neither should they. I can express to them my thoughts on the situation. They can express to me their thoughts in return. And then it's up to us as adults, rather than children, to come to a happy medium. Sometimes that happy medium is people walking away and saying, I can't be friends with you because of these values that you hold. Or you hold different values than mine. And so I can't be part of that. To go a little bit deeper, the two things that they always say that you shouldn't discuss when you're at work is politics and religion. Because politics and religion always seem to get people in an uproar. Because some people don't believe that there's a God above. Some people call him by different names. Some people feel as though the gay and lesbian lifestyle should be completely wiped out and that those people are less than human. All of these are extremists on either side of the fence. But the thing about X-Men and the thing about this entire premise of this show, the entire premise of what the X-Men stand for and what they were created for, is to bring about those difficult conversations, just like the topics that I have discussed in this video. And Charles Xavier, were he a real person, would not believe A or B being correct would be the most important thing. The importance that Charles Xavier would see would be the conversation that could be brought from discussing all of these difficult topics. Because growing up, I was taught in church, if you don't know enough about your religion to defend it, then why support it? Why have it? It's the same way about anything. If I drive a Ford truck and the guy next to me drives a Chevy, I need to be able to tell him why Ford is better than Chevy, in my humble opinion. Anyway, guys, we got a little bit off topic. We got a little bit deep, but I got to thinking about that the other day as well, that when I started up this channel a while back, I kind of went a little bit deeper than most comic book channels went. And I think that's why this channel continues to grow, because I'm not here just to tell you what I bought and what I like and the kind of books that I'm reading. I want to discuss some of these more difficult topics. I want us to get to the heart of why you like the X-Men, why you like comic books, why do you like a certain subsection of people, and why you don't like a certain subsection of people. I don't want to politicize this channel, and I'm not going to turn into one of those folks that, becomes critical of everything and, everything is doom and gloom on this channel. I don't like those channels. I don't, every time that I turn around, oh, this is that. I don't like that in my life. I have enough negativity in my life. I deal with psych patients each and every day, 5 days a week. So I don't need to bring any other chaos or subversion into my own existence. But at the same time, if you don't have these deeper conversations sometimes, just like the subject of what happened to Ed Piskor that I talked about in a live stream, if you don't discuss these things, they get swept under the rug, and then it happens again and again and again. So tolerance is not extinction. Bastion was wrong. Tolerance brings about understanding. Tolerance brings about growth, both internally and mentally. Tolerance teaches us how to treat one another as human beings and as special people, because everybody has special talents. Everybody can, one person can write, another person can draw, one person can color, another person knows how to letter a comic book. It takes all these people working together in order to create something, to bring something out of nothingness, out of the void, and create something. and what has been created with X-Men 97, I personally love it. I personally love it. And I cannot wait for season 2. Now, when season 2 is going to drop, I'm not quite sure yet. I haven't heard anything about when that's coming. I'm sure it's sometime next year. But the animation was top notch on this. The storytelling was definitely grade A. They built upon the bones and the backbone of what Claremont wrote all those years during his almost 20-year tenure as the main writer of Uncanny X-Men. As well as some others, like Mark Waid, Scott Lobdell. I'll name drop a few people. They built their stories upon that, but they went further than what those stories, they evolved, in the words of the X-Men. They evolved the original stories and took it to a different place. And I'm on board for it. I absolutely love this show. I'm glad that Disney decided to bring it out. I hope that it sparks those difficult conversations between both Wednesday Warriors and Weekend Warriors. Whether you're a casual collector, whether you're just, this is the first video that you've ever seen on the channel, I hope that it sparks a debate. I hope that it sparks conversation. Because without conversation, then there's no chance at reconciliation and there's no chance at understanding. And like I said, tolerance is understanding. It is not extinction. Intolerance is extinction. Being a red-faced brute and saying that my way is the only way and no other way could possibly be it. With extremism. With wanting to kill other people with that thought process. There are ways that, in life, that one way is the only way. Math, for example. That's why math and I don't speak anymore, because you only have a certain number of ways that you can solve an equation. And I've always been about taking life like a prism and picking it up in your hand and spinning it around slowly and looking at all the different facets of it. Seeing the beauty where others see violence and ugliness. So, as you go out today, if you hadn't had a chance, check out X-Men 97. The entire thing is streaming now. All 10 episodes of the first season is on Disney+. And down in the comments below, if you've been watching it, let me know what you thought about the entire season. Let me know what you thought about this episode. I want to start a conversation here. I want to find out if you feel like it's just a silly cartoon or if it addresses the ills and the negativities of society at large. So, thanks guys for watching this video, taking your time out of your day to like and subscribe to the channel. We are slowly inching towards 100 subscribers. If you guys can help me get there, then we will have another giveaway. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to give away just yet, but once we get closer to 100, I will definitely let you know and clue you in on it. Thank you again for watching the program, and we'll catch you on the next video.